So this one is going to be a little more challenging. Now, it's not hard to do, but you see this garbage right here? This comes from the scanner. It has a cutaway because it has a feeder in it. Um, Nowadays, I'm a little more smart. I have a piece of paper over this thing so it doesn't create this, because you have to constantly finagle it with, I'll show you. So you can use the bucket tool and you get rid of this. Sure, no problem. You get rid of this. Sure, no problem. Then you get into here a little bit. You get into here. You can get into here. You can try to get into there. Well, actually, this is cleaning up quite easily. Sometimes it doesn't do this. But then, there you go. Now you got this mess. And to me, I'm going to zoom in just so you can see it. This is just a problem. So you either have to deal with it with just an eraser tool. Just go down and do it kind of manually. Make it nice. And maybe just clean this up a little bit. I do try to, have some of the integrity of the oldness to it. The other thing you can do is you can also use your marquee tool, and like we did before, we can cut it out. Now, if you see here, there's some information. Now, this is key for me. It says Elaine somebody from New York. And to me, that's of interest because there's a person associated with the recipe. And why not keep them intact? And hopefully, if you can find the whole name, so I'm just going to chop this up. If you can find the whole name, that's better. I think that there's people out there that are looking for information about their grandparents, their relatives, their family had 15 minutes of fame somewhere along the line. Grandma was a good cook, auntie was a good cook, whatever it was. Why not put it on the web with their full name and let people find their relatives? I think that's cool stuff. Now, that is going to be too tight. So again, I'm going to leave it a little rustic, but I am just going to clip that off just because I think it looks ugly. I just do a fill with the white color. Now I think it looks a little better, so it's going to be rustic, but with a better clip. And then we're going to do just a cropping around there a little bit. I'll just do that. You saw me double click. That was just to unlatch it and then relatch it. And there we go. And we'll do an image crop. Boom. And I think it looks pretty good. So save this one. Save as JPEG. I just like the JPEG format. I think it's not too bulky, and I think for what I'm doing, it's fine. It's not like we have to come back and, mess with the color or anything. Let's see, Swedish tea rings. So in my scheme, I always like to look, and if you look here, it says, where I'm pointing, it says yeast. So for me, that falls into the bread category. So we go to bread, Swedish tea ring, which is a very common recipe. There's lots and lots. I don't know how many are in this lot, but there's one for now. So, and then save, okay, and close. Nope. All right. This one looks like it was from something printed, maybe a church bulletin or something like that. Now, you'll see it does have the tape marks. It is a little bit rustic. If the tape marks had been like this over here, I probably would have clipped this down. But since it's, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. If we take our marquee and check it out. And clip. And yeah, see, it's just going to look funky. And I know this is a personal thing, but let's just clean it up. See how it looks. Not bad. I'm going to do one more click just to brush off the edges. That was too much. Just zip it back a little bit. We're just going to clean up the dot here, and then let's cut it out and keep it its rustic look. It is a personal thing, but somebody took the time to actually paste it together or tape it together, whatever that is. Old-fashioned Scotch tape. Now, down here you're going to see a mistake. I'm going to show you. See this tiny little thing? I just use this and just wipe it off. And then we'll just give it a crop. Boom. So I think it looks okay. It doesn't have to get crazy. It doesn't have to be anything. Just trying to preserve it to the best of its own ability. And then we'll close that. Save it. Oops, oops, oops. Cancel. We forgot to save it. File. Save as. And this is a cobbler. So cobbler is kind of like a pie, but I don't really want to call it a pie. I want to just call it, let's just call it pastry. Pastry is a category I use. It doesn't really have a description other than all other. So best ever. Cherry cobbler. Now you'll see that they have a hyphen. I did not put the hyphen because I put this hyphen just to separate what type of category it is, but I don't put hyphens on the words because I think it's a pain in the butt trying to search. And I also think the hyphen is going away. Yeah, people still use it, but editing wise it's a choice and I'm not doing it. So there you go. Nope. And one more here. So, okay, so this is a perfect candidate, I think, for doing a cutout. So let me see if I can show you the actual process that this action is doing over here. I have to remember it because I don't do it very often since I have my little tool set up. So, set up the marquee, put it around here, like this, and just kind of give it an even border all the way around the words. That's my rule of thumb. Now, I'm just going to clean up some little things, just a little spot dot there, a little dot there. This is kind of a mess just because it's bleeding from the back page. It doesn't really give us anything other than it was a mistake when it was made. So I'm just cleaning it up a little bit there, and that. I just think it doesn't really take the integrity away, but it just makes it look a little cleaner. Alright, and I love that this has XXX. People think of XXX being porno these days, but XXX tends to be ultra fine or grated or pounded or dusty. So, what are they saying here? Something about 4th of July and a crock. That's not what I usually think of when I think of recipes in XXX, but maybe they're just using it as a space holder. That's kind of funny. So that's what you learn when you do this. You just see all kinds of stuff. Okay, so we've got the marquee on there. So now if you look over here, it's got an inverse. So if you go up here to the, where is it? It's select inverse. And what it does is instead of selecting everything inside the marquee, it does everything outside the marquee. So it's actually selecting this space in here. And then we do a fill like we did before. So just you gotta go back over here to that. A right click, fill, and it's going to give us the foreground color, which we have it set at normal transparency, and it's just white. So it's going to hit that, and it just blanks it all out. Now, here comes the funny part. Again, we're going to do select inverse, which is going to go exactly back to where we were, and then we can fill this little sucker in here that we forgot. So now we've got our semi-rustic. Okay, so now this is here. Now there's a key called expand, and I can't remember if it's under here. Where is it again? It's on, where is it? It's been a while. Image. Sometimes I just can't find these fast enough. Where is it? Expand. Sorry guys, I forgot where it is. Image. Sure it's not under the right click? Deselect, inverse, free transformation, stroke. No. I told you it's been a while. Filter, view. It's been a long time. I know you pros out there are probably laughing at me right now, but it's okay. Type. Select. Where is it? Edit. Basically, what it does is it expands the marquee out a specific amount. I'm sure it's not under here. Deselect. Select inverse. Save. Free transform. Stroke. No, it's not. Hang with me. Filter. Blur. No. Do. I cannot believe I cannot find what I'm looking for. Where the heck is it? Modify. There it is. expand. Okay, select, modify, expand. Now, you can do this how many you want, but I usually do a 10 pixel, which then bumps, you'll see it just bumps out the marquee. Boop. And then we'll just do an image crop to that. And there you go. You got your perfect border. Sorry it took so long to find the expand. Now I know I have the tool set up. Okay, so this is this. And now I'm looking at one little thing here, and I wonder if I can clean it up real quick. There we go, just a dot. So, and we'll just file save this one. And what is this? I don't even know what this is. Boston baked beans, which I call a side. Boston baked beans. Save. And look, that's it. We've done them all. Nope, save. So, come back for more videos. We'll keep doing other stuff, and this is my first one doing this with the actual recording on. So if you enjoyed this, or if you learned something, all the better. You get to see what I like to do. Thanks, guys. There it is. Expand. Okay, select, modify, expand. Now, you can do this how many you want, but I usually do a 10 pixel, which then bumps, you'll see it just bumps out the marquee. Boop. And then we'll just do an image crop to that. And there you go. You got your perfect border. Sorry it took so long to find the expand. Now I know I have the tool set up. Okay, so this is this. And now I'm looking at one little thing here, and I wonder if I can clean it up real quick. There we go. Just a dot. So, and we'll just file save this one. And what is this? I don't even know what this is. Boston baked beans, which I call a side. Boston baked beans. Save. And look, that's it. We've done them all. Nope, save. So, come back for more videos. We'll keep doing other stuff, and this is my first one doing this with the actual recording on. So if you enjoyed this, or if you learned something, all the better. You get to see what I like to do. Thanks, guys.